Yes, here we go. Sportsbit betting inside today. SBR picks Pauly and Teddy Thursday, June 7th. I'm at Real Sportsbit. He's at Teddy_covers. Team previews continue with the soon-to-be Las Vegas Raiders. We'll get to the Raiders and John Gruden, 10-year deal. Their win total. We continue and finish out the AFC West. Game 5 Stanley Cup Final. Can the Knights send it back to D.C. for Game 6? Some professionals think they will. And we'll get to the shot clock as well. Busy show, play of the day coming up. Winner last night. All right, the Golden State Invitational, Teddy. Warriors do it again. They're up 3-0. Cavs took a lot of money. More on that in a second. But Durant has 43 points. I thought they were in great shape at halftime because the Splash Brothers were a combined 3 of 15 shooting. Curry and Green had 3 fouls, but Durant had 24 points in the first half. They were only down 6. As we've talked about for many weeks on this show, the Golden State third quarter run was coming. They outscored him in the third quarter. Durant goes for 43. In a game where Curry was 1 of 14, with 3 minutes left in the game, not only do the Warriors win, they cover.
Yeah, exactly. And the game stays under the total, but from a bookmaker standpoint, this was a very good result. Cleveland took a lot of money last night. At some places, William Hill here in Vegas, they closed as low as +3 from an opener of +5.5. The under took a little bit of money as well, 217.5 down to 216. So the books lost a little bit there. But from a side perspective, they won. When we talk about the game, I mean, when Curry hits 3 shots for the entire game, all right, when the Splash Brothers do not go off, and basically it's Kevin Durant as the one guy who, the Golden State's bench played really well last night, but Durant of the big 3, the one guy who really went off, and Golden State still wins and covers, And again, we're talking about a 1-point game with 2 minutes to play. Warriors made the plays. Cavs didn't. LeBron only 1 shot in those final 2 minutes. He made it, but Golden State was able to get the ball out of his hands. And, of course, Durant with 2, the one before halftime and the one in the final minute. Just deadly shots that make a big difference, ATS and straight up-wise, for the Warriors win last night as they take control of the series.
The degree of difficulty. My God, a lot of those shots, he's got a hand in his face, too. Last 2 games, 69 points, 8 of 12 from 3, 22 rebounds, 14 assists, and they're +39. They were +14 with Iggy out there as well. He had a big steal late. You get that kind of game out of Rodney Hood, and you still lose. How about Kyle Korver? He has 4 points in the entire series. He can't do anything and make a shot. And Livingston has missed 1 shot in the entire series. Early thoughts tomorrow, Teddy. They're a 6-point favorite on the road trying to get the broom out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not excited about the concept of taking a Cavs team, just like I wasn't last night, about a Cavs team that is clearly outmatched in this series. I don't know that Cleveland's going to come and bring their A game, and I wouldn't be shocked to see Golden State run them out of the gym. That being said, we have seen this Warrior team at times take that breath, once they take command of a series. So what I'm going to be looking for today, I haven't made a bet on the game yet, but what I'm going to be looking for today is see if I can find any quotes out of that Golden State locker room that indicate, hey, we're coming to play, or hey, maybe we clinch this at home in Game 5. So that's what I'll be looking for over the course of the next 24 hours.
I'll tell you what, Curry and Thompson and Green can't shoot any worse. All right? Draymond Green hasn't been able to make an open shot, but Curry won't shoot like that ever again. So I know what happened last year. We'll do more on this tomorrow. Same situation. Cavs avoided the sweep, but they also had 86 points at the half, and it couldn't miss a shot. Some horrific beats in baseball. How about the Diamondbacks? Plus $1.30 and under 8. Diamondbacks in the under becomes Giants in the over. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. A guy on, 2-run shot for the Giants. They win at 5-4 and 10. Horrible. And then you got the Cubs game. How about if you had the Phillies plus 125 or the Phillies plus the 1.5? 5-3 Phillies, bottom of the 9th. 2 outs, bases loaded, and Jason Hayward, of all people, hits a grand slam.
Yeah. Okay. If you're betting baseball every day, and I know many of you out there are, certainly you're going to have your share of tough beats over the season. And the tough beats come the same way in baseball. Bullpen meltdowns, bullpen meltdowns, bullpen meltdowns. Some teams have better bullpens than others. You can put yourself on teams only with good bullpens, and then you'll be laying $2 a lot of games. Or you can put yourself in with some dogs, D-backs plus 130, Phillies plus 125. and hope for the best of it when you have 2 outs in the 9th inning to cash some tickets. Obviously, it didn't happen last night, and that's brutal. The plus 1.5, on the run line for Phillies, that's as bad as it gets. Plus 1.5. You're up 5-3 in the bottom of the 9th with 2 outs, and you have a walk-off granny. My condolences to Philly backers last night. That was a tough one.
All right, we got bad for the books. 1 in baseball. Indians 190 up to 210. They won 3-1. Carrasco was struggling, but he pitched well. And some bad bets. I don't know what this was about. The Rays, they're doing it again today. They're starting this relief pitcher, but they started bettors yesterday. He got 1 out and gave up 5 runs in the first. Rays took money plus 170 down to 140, and the under 8.5 all the way down to 7.5. 11-2 Nats.
Yeah, and look, the markets are having a really hard time with Tampa Bay right now, and the unique way that they're positioning, we'll call it their starting rotation, where you have relievers consistently going for a couple innings, in theory, going for an inning or 2 early before a quote-unquote starter comes on to pitch more innings. It's essentially a lot of bullpen by committee games, and the books don't know how to price it. They're having a very hard time. We're seeing line moves on Tampa games daily, and a lot of times the money seems to be coming on the Rays. Obviously, last night, all the money coming in on Tampa was wrong. All the under money was wrong. And then when the Nats score 5 in the top of the first and win 11-2, Tampa and under, not a good bet.
Royals took money as well, plus 240 down to 210. Angels are 6-0 this year against the Royals as they win 4-3. All right, what do you guys think? Be part of the chat. Did the Warriors get out the broom tomorrow? You want to lay the 6? Do you think it'll be a high-scoring game? You know what? You made a good point, too. That was a tough beat if you had the over last night. That game died in the 4th quarter. And then how about the Cavs not fouling down 4 with 40 seconds and no timeouts? That was a horror show.
Yeah, it was an interesting scenario to play. And I don't blame the Cavs for not fouling there. I'm down 4 with 40 seconds. I'm going to play the possession on defense and try to cut the lead to 2 or 1 on the next possession, as opposed to giving them a chance to up it to 6 via foul. I don't argue with that decision.
You're out of timeouts,
decisions that Ty Lue has made. I can argue with. How about this from the chat? Will Chelicek saying, I don't understand not playing Rodney Hood until last night. I don't disagree with that. You know,
who told you Clarkson stinks, right? I told you. Yeah. I told you Clarkson stinks. He's unplayable.
Tomarino tomorrow. I think at every point in a 7-game series, both teams realize who the better team is. And unless Vegas starts strong, I think Washington closes. They've been great on the road all year. We'll talk about that game in just a moment. Will Chelicek. Cavs may get blown out if they give up. I can tell you this. I'm not going to be on Cleveland in game 4. It's Golden State or pass. I don't take the team down 0-3, especially a team that's, had their chances in this series and come up short repeatedly during crunch time. I will not be on it. For me, it's a Warriors or pass when it comes to game 4. I don't want the home team. I thought LeBron was hurt with his ankle. Okay, go.
The way to go is the first quarter there too. If you're betting Cavs first quarter and Warriors third quarter, you've only lost once in the entire series. So the Cavs keep cashing tickets in the first quarter.
That's a great point, Pauly. And when you talk about we're now 4 games in or 3 games into the series, and you cash 5 out of 6 bets doing this one particular wager. Cleveland first quarter, Warriors third quarter. That to me is a sensible betting strategy moving forward. We'll check the chat again before this show is through. Like the show? Help us keep the lights on. Please make sure to comment, share, and subscribe to all the Sportsbook Review videos. Thanks so much. Best of luck. Enjoy the game.